Welcome to another video lessons class. I am Subramanian, Head of the Department of Mathematics in Ahmadiyya School. So today we will just learn some more ideas regarding the quadratic functions. For some of us this may be a revision, for some of us may be a new idea to learn it basically. So quadratic functions, basically you already had some idea in your O levels. So the format of the quadratic function is always y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So in that case there are two varieties of graph you could get. One would be like this, one would be like this. Here a is positive, that means the graph will looks like this. Here a is negative, means the graph would be looking like this. So we will just get into the some basics ideas of sketching these sort of functions. Sketching quadratic functions. Let's say a curve of y is equal to x square minus x minus 12. This is a quadratic function basically. One more example, I will take it. Y is equal to minus x square plus x plus 12. This is also another quadratic function. So what do you see the difference between both the functions? Here a is positive according to the format, here a is negative. So to do the sketching, we need to know about the intersecting point of the functions with the coordinate axis, that is x axis and y axis. For that, what I need to do, I need to check at x axis what is y value, what is at y axis what is x, like that. So that is at x axis y is 0, at y axis x is 0. Using this information we need to find the points. So when I say at x axis y is equal to 0, so x square minus x minus 12 is equal to 0. You have already done this quadratic function. This is a quadratic function where the y is 0 in this case. You have already done this factorization in your previous grades. So you will get x minus 4 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. So solution is 4 and minus 3. So how would be the sketch? While you are drawing the sketch of the quadratic function, the easiest way for you to do is basically draw the sketch first roughly. For drawing the sketches, keep your grip of the pencil bit away from, not near to the tip, keep it away and draw first. I have taken a rough diagram. This is a sketch. We are not trying to draw the exact full form. Okay? So we have drawn the sketch basically. The next is what? It cuts the x axis at these two places. So it is cutting. So I have drawn the x axis. Then one value of x is minus 3, other value of x is plus 4. Alright. Next, what? How do I keep my y axis? Y axis drawing, definitely it is in between the two intersecting point only. It may be coming here, something else like that. But see, this is a sketch basically. So what can we do in this case? You need to know which point is closer to the y axis, whether minus 3 is closer to the y axis or plus 4 is closer to the y axis. That means you can take it roughly like this. And here you don't need to worry about, sir, how come you take about this is so much of distance compared to this. See, this is really a rough sketch only. So we just need to draw the y axis at right point, and clearly we need to show, we call this as turning points. You may be having idea regarding this. This turning point where it is exists. Suppose if you try to draw the graph like this, okay, minus 4, minus 3, not much difference. For this, instead of drawing, you can draw like this, means you will have a confusion which side the turning point, whether it goes this side or this side. So for that reason only basically I am trying to draw it like this. And next one, how do I know the intersecting point with your y-axis. At y-axis, what? At y-axis, x is 0, which means x is 0, x is 0, then you will get minus 12. So this point is basically 0, comma, minus 12. That's all the sketching part of this graph. Look at the next graph. Same numbers I used, but opposite sign. So what do you mean by that? Here it is minus x square, here it is plus x square. See, if I take a minus outside, means what happened? X square minus x minus 12, which is y. Okay, so the same numbers only I have given here. Only thing is one negative sign is there. So how do I try to do this part? So what is the first stage, first step we did? We did about at x-axis y is equal 0. So you can write at x-axis y is equal to 0 minus x square plus x plus 12 is equal to 0. And remember, to do the quadratic solution, quadratic function solving, quadratic equation solving, it is better to have a plus x square for solving, only for the quadratic equation. So I'll try to multiply the whole equation by minus. So what I'm getting it here? I'm getting x square minus x minus 12. The same as this. That means same solutions. X is equal to 4, x is equal to minus 3. So then next is what? How do I sketch? I cannot sketch like this because the main graph is minus x square. So minus x square means what I told you. It would be when a is positive, you get this graph like this. When a is negative, you get the graph like this. So what I could do it here? Intersecting point, y-axis, minus 3 plus 4, and the same thing you will get 0, comma 12. So that is it. The only difference is minus here plus x square, here minus x square. You can take this as question 1 and question 2. So this is the first two simple examples I have done. Now there are some more variety we take it like. Well, okay, how can I sketch a graph like this? And how can I sketch a graph like this? Third question. Fourth question. Here it is not a complete ax square plus bx plus c. Here you could compare it, you see the c is 0 in this case. But in this case, what happens? Ax square is there, b is 0 in this case, you have a c here. Here c is there compared to the main ax square plus bx plus c. Here c is not there. Here c is not there, here c is there. But still, if your skills of algebra is strong, you can easily do these questions. First you can factorize it, and before that, as I said, first step is what? At x-axis y is equal to 0. So at x-axis y is equal to 0. So equating to the 0, then I need to solve. Before that I can do the factorization. Factorization is easy, means you can do that part. So x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. So the graph would be what? See, once again I am drawing the curve first and I got two intersecting points, so that is this. So when x is equal to 0, that means, and if I put x is equal to 0, y is also 0. So 0, 4. Sketching is done in this part. It's an easy one. What about there? How about that? Again, you will be taking x square minus 9 is equal to 0. That is at x-axis, to know the intersecting point with the x-axis. At x-axis, y is equal to 0. You know, this question you can you do it by two methods. You can do the completing square and rewrite the 9 as 3 square, and you can write x plus 3, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is minus 3, x is plus 3. So see here, values are same but opposite signs. So how do I sketch? Normal sketch, x-axis minus 3 plus 3. See, unlike the previous question, the distance are equal. So where I should keep my y-axis? Exactly at the middle. So minus 3 plus c. So what do you think about this intersecting point? At y-axis, x is 0. When you take x is 0, what do you get here? Y is equal to 0 minus 9, you will get minus 9. So x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is minus 9. See, these are some basic ideas of questions. I will give you some questions for you to work out for practice. You can see in your exercise 2F, that is in the P1 textbook, page 30. That is, you can do the A, and you can do C, you can do D, you can do E and G. So this is just a straightforward, simple style of drawing a quadratic function. But there are some more things are coming up. We will do the next part. Hope this basic, simple idea of quadratic equation sketching is fine for you guys. See, let's talk about a question of this category. Y is equal to x square plus 4x plus 9. So this is a peculiar question basically. So normally how do I try to draw the sketching of this function? I will try to solve by quadratic equation. I will solve the quadratic equation. That is, quadratic equation means I will equate y to 0, then I will try to solve. When you try to solve here, you cannot solve basically. When you go for the calculator's version, hope you know about solving the quadratic equation by calculators, you will not be getting a solution. Why we are not getting the solutions? Let's try to apply the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So you learned in your O level this. So you try to solve this here. Here a is 1, b is 4, c is 9. So a is 1, b is minus. So b is 4 means it is minus b plus or minus square root of b square. B square is 4 square minus 4. A value is 1. C value is 9. Divide by 2 into 1. Now what happens here? Look at this particular part. Minus 4 plus or minus square root of 16 minus 36. See, you cannot solve this question. You cannot solve this. Why we cannot solve? That is what we are going to have the next lessons basically. In the later lessons you will come to know. So how do I do a sketching of this sort of functions? That is the next thing. To do the sketching of that functions, we will learn one new content called completing squares. Using that we can do the completing squares. So here you cannot solve in this case. Completing square is basically used to, basic use if you take it means how can I do the sketching for some sort of graph basically. So put the completing square. Completing square, the format, there is a format for the completing square, that is x square plus 2bx is x plus b the whole square minus b square. X square plus x square minus 2bx means x minus b the whole square minus b square. This is actually a kind of an identity formula, we can use it. Well, if you would like to check it, you can expand. You know how to expand is x plus b the whole square. Check it, x plus b the whole square minus b square. You expand this and see whether you are getting this part. When you expand this, what happens? X square plus, that is a plus b the whole square formula. That is, you can do a square plus 2ab plus b square then minus b square. Note that here the square is for the number, here the square is for the number. In this case, what this is plus b square, this is minus b square. Don't think that the square is sign is for sign also. So in this case, two values get cancelled. What you are getting is first part. So how do I work out these questions? Number one, the heading I could say express in a completing square form. So let's take up a simple example, x square plus 6x. I would like to express in this format. Observe that how can I identify that? Here 2b, here you have b only. So 2b means here you will have b. That's one idea. Next is, look at that, if here is here plus means inside that is a plus sign. If it is a minus means inside is a minus sign. So once again I am repeating, if it is plus 2bx means inside it will be plus b, here minus 2bx means inside it will be minus b. But look at outside, always outside is minus and square is only for the sign. These are the things you need to remember. Once again I am telling, here plus means inside it will be plus, minus means inside it will be minus, and outside is always minus and square is only for the number. So how can I do the completing square for this question? Here 2b, here 2b is 6. So b would be 3. So x plus 3 the whole square minus 3 square. So I can write x plus 3 the whole square minus 9. Next, second question, x square minus 10x. How can I do the completing square for this basically? Same way, this is a second format, right? Because it is minus 2bx here minus 10x. So plus 2b is here, 2b is 10. So b would be 10 by 2, 5. So x minus 5 the whole square minus. So minus 5 square minus 25. Well, okay, let me try to go to the next one. Suppose you take a question is x square plus 6x plus 1. Look at that. This is now in a complete quadratic equation part. So what to do in this case for the completing square? Same as it is. You don't need to worry about the one. You just take these two part only. What about these two part? This part only, I had done the completing square here. So that means what happens? Here x plus 3 the square, that is minus 3 square. Same thing, no? Since x square plus 6x is given thing, I could take over this itself. Minus 3 square plus 1. So x plus 3 the whole square. Here minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8. Minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8. Well, this, what do you mean by this? What is the idea of this basically? When you try to draw the sketch, there is one extra point we will come to know. The minimum point of this graph can be easily identified. What do you mean by the minimum point? When you talk about the graph like this is minimum point. When you talk about the quadratic function like this is the maximum point. So in that case, what happens? If I try to draw the graph like this, I'm not drawing the x and y axis just casually. I'm trying to concentrate on the turning point. What do you mean by that? See, whatever the values inside the bracket, what is that you have? X plus 3. Equate x plus 3 equal to 0. So you will get x is equal to minus 3, which means your x coordinate of the turning point is minus 3, and whatever the value outside, which is your y value, that means minus 8. So in this graph, the minimum turning point is minus 3, minus 8. So that is one kind of an application for this completing square concept. There are some questions using that, we can do that now. Okay, hope this part is clear to you guys. Maybe I'll take some question beside like this. take about this one, x square plus 6x plus 20. I'm not taking it as y is equal to, because we are just concentrating on that, but if you want you can note it as this. So in this case basically how can I do the completing square? You guys already know that this is the part I should take it. So that is x plus 3 the whole square. Remember here plus 2b, here plus 6x here. So 2b is 6, b would be 3. So plus 3 here, minus 3 square, already 20 is out. So x plus 3 the whole square, minus 9 plus 20, x plus 3 the whole square. What happens now next? 20 minus 9, that will be plus 11. So here minimum point is what? Whatever the inside bracket equate to 0, I said. So x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3, and y is 11. Look at this y value is going to be one important idea to have basically. So what do you mean by that? You try to sketch roughly. I did the sketching. What is the turning point? Since it is a plus x square graph, it is minus 3 plus 11. Alright. Where do you think about your x-axis will be? See, this is plus 11. Y value is plus 11. What is x-axis? X-axis is y is equal to 0. That means it will be down somewhere else like this. Suppose if the question is there for me to do the sketching of this graph, I can easily do it like this. So in that case, minus 3, I can draw the sketch and I can find the minimum turning point. The next is basically what here? I can easily fix my y-axis. How come it is possible? Here x is negative. That means your y-axis would be like this. So what happens to this? In this graph, this quadratic function in this case, you don't have solutions. So that is the linking content based on the minimum turning point, right? We will do one full example based on this. So hope that how to find the completing square stuff at the same time, how to do the simple sketch is clear for you all. Let's take about some questions of completing square. Let's say 2x square plus 6x. How do I do the completing square for this question? See, the formula is what? X square plus 2bx is x plus b the whole square minus b square. Whereas the next one is x square minus 2bx is x minus b the whole square minus b square. But this is a kind of a different one. What is that actually here? You have a number with x square. Previously, just x square means the number with x square is 1, so it is not actually a difficult one. So if you have the number with x square as 1, then only it is possible for you to do it like this. But in this case, it is not possible to do directly. So what can we do in this case? We can factorize the first step. Always do factorize separately. So take the 2 outside. So x square plus 3x. Fine, I have done. Now next is what? Now it looks like the similar format of this. So how can I do that? But remember that here 2b is what? Here 2b is 3. Previously we had even numbers, so b is actually a full integer, we got it. But in this case what? 2b is 3. So b is 3 by 2. So what happens? I am using 2 bracket. Here I used only 1 bracket. In this step I am going to use 2 different brackets. First a square bracket I am putting it up, and I am going to do the completing square for this, which is x plus, that is x plus, what is the value of b we got? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 square minus, what happens here? Minus b square, which is minus 3 by 2 whole square. So 2 times, now what is next here? X plus 3 by 2 square minus 9 by 4. Then next, remove the bracket and try to put it in the simplest form, easiest form. 2 into x plus 3 by 2 square. Then you multiply this 2 into 9 by 4. So you will get 2 get cancelled, you get minus 9 by 2. So this is the format of the question. I mean the answers you got in this case. Let's say one more question I will do. Maybe this is on the, in this format, this is the first question. Let me take the next question. Say next question is 3x square minus 24x. How can I do that in this case? Since there is a number with x square which is 3, so first I have to factorize it. So take 3 outside, x square minus 8x. So I factorized 3x square minus 24. Next step, completing square. Which format it fix into, first or second? Since you have minus, minus only fix in. So here 2b is 8, b would be 4. So x, what happens here? Minus b, minus 4 the square, minus 4 square. And the next step is what? Simplification. 3 times x minus 4 square minus 16. So what now? 3 times x minus 4 square minus 16. So we did the completing square and put it in an easier format. This is the next part. Hope this first part of the completing square lessons is clear for you. We'll come back in a minute regarding the next part.